Hello. Hi, it's me. It's the Wheeze. Oh, okay. More of this nonsense, huh? Alright, let me get it booted. Boop. I see Stripehack. Hi, hello. Stripehack says Kapusi and then a sip emote. Hi, hello. Free service. Hi, hello. Free service says Kapusei. Um, Stripeback says, I wish they still made Pokemon Rumble games. And remember Rumble? I played Pokemon Rumble World obsessively. Kapusi Island. The one on 3DS, the one that was like free to play, but also had some microtransactions. There was something really funny about that one, where you could pay a certain amount of microtransactions, and if you paid that amount, I think it was like $15 worth of microtransactions. If you paid $15, the game was like, that's it. You cannot buy anymore. And now you can get the premium currency. You can get as much as you want. So it was basically paying for the game. Kind of weird. And then, oh boy, rest in peace, Pokemon Rumble Rush, the one they tried to make on phones. That one was a tragedy. It lasted from 2019 to 2020. Big oofies. But yeah, I do miss Pokemon Rumble. At some point, we're gonna have to check out the Pokemon Rumble U. It's gonna be very silly. The only good thing that game has is good music. Everything else about that game is shite, but it has amazing music, so we're gonna have to check it. Shrybeck says, do I have to make my own monster taming series just to bring back all the spin-offs Pokemon has dropped? I don't think that's gonna stick. Everybody keeps trying to make their own monster taming games, but it's just not working. I think Pokemon just has the genre by the balls. You have better luck with like Pokemon fan games, or the mechanics that monster taming games have, but with a different story. Like, I would make a Pokemon Ranger game that was like not about like catching Pokemon or like monsters at all, but like something else that requires you to draw circles around things. But yeah, that sort of idea. Traffic says, "Oh yeah, a mine opened up that generated the stuff." Yeah, it was the mine. I basically bought the mine, and it was really funny because there was a button. There was an actual button. Let me see if I can find it. Pokemon Rumble World. There was a button that was just like, "Give me the currency" or something like that. Or wait, I think I'm actually. Hold on. I think I'm mixing it up with Pokemon Picross. Yeah, I think I'm mixing it up with Picross. Yeah, it was Picross. In Pokemon Picross, it was Picross. It was so funny because they just gave you a button to like, here, make your own. That one was another one that I think you could just buy. Just buy the enough, and then you can give yourself as many as you want. I don't remember. I wish I had a screenshot of that. I do like games that do that though. The ones that are like, yeah, you can purchase as many, like this many, and then you can just get infinite. Yeah, I don't think I have a screenshot of it, but believe me, it was like that. I did. I love Pokemon Picross so much. I basically bought all the microtransactions. It was weird. Let's see. Stravex says it seems to be working for Pocket Pair despite Nintendo's efforts. I have literally never heard of that. Pocket Pair? Oh, Pal World, the Pal World people. Yeah, I don't like Pal World. I don't give a poop. Also, hi Scrappy. Hello. Scrappy says, hi, I'm here. Smooch. Hope we're doing okay despite tired. Crying face. Also, Scrappy got the bean. Well, one bean. Scrappy says, aren't we down to like 2 or 1 beans? Scrappy said, oh, 3, whoops. Well, now it's gonna be 2. But okay, let's see what this second to last bean is. I already know the colors, but let's see which one comes out. The first bean is green. Yep, that's green apple. So I'm gonna have to temporarily remove the beans from being redeemable because, well, I'm not gonna have any more for a bit. I will restock with different flavors though. I'm gonna get myself a different flavor bag just to make things interesting. Man, it's been a while since Scrappy got a bean. Back in May. Because, yeah, I'm keeping track. This song feels like it would have, like, lyrics or something. Also, Ketamine Cat, hi, hello! Don't think I've seen you here. Ketamine Cat sent a hey guys emote. Free Silver sent at Ketamine Cat for waving Ricks. And Scrappy says it has been. I guess I'm either lazy or that I always get swiped. Well, yeah, you should be prepared if you want to bean. If you want a bean, you got a bean. Okay, well, let's see. Where's this game going now? I think we were just going this way. Oh yeah, I'm following this fella. Oh man, that the curse of you're faster than the NPC, but also can't. I mean,
This is where Dr. Walls lives. Oh, maybe he has a guest. Dr. Walls!
That's an impressive Pokemon.
Yeah. Hey, you look strong. What's wrong with you?
Pikachu, let's get going.
Showing off its electricity, trying to impress us.
Excuse me. What?
Stop pulling so hard. You're hurting me.
Let go of Dr. Walls!
It's all right. Calm down. I'm a police officer, son, and this man has done something very wrong.
That must be him. That's Holiday's man.
Move aside.
I won't! He didn't do anything wrong!
I am very sorry. I'm afraid he has you fooled. I have testimony from a reliable source that this man is often seen at the lake. Not to mention he has a previous record. Therefore, he's got to be the culprit.
You're wrong! Dr. Walls is...
Milo, please, no more. I don't want you to worry about me.
See that? Practically a confession.
Tell him! It's not true!
Excuse me, sir. You can't say he's guilty based on that.
What? I'd appreciate amateurs staying out of this.
I'm not an amateur. Officer, I'm a detective.
Right on.
A detective? Well, now that's a different story. Then I insist that you stay out of official police business.
So, forcing your opinion on someone without evidence is police business?
Stay out of it.
If I find proof that he isn't the culprit, will you change your mind?
You can do as you please, but I'm taking Walls with me on the next ferry off of this island.
What's with this attitude? Lighten up. Before we can get any information out of Walls, we need to solve this case.
Okay, that was a lot. Trebek says, I'm serious about making a monster taming series of my own, by the way. I don't like the idea of just letting Nintendo monopolize a whole genre. I mean, that's always the thing. The problem is actually, establishing something? Look at all the people that have tried to make something big. They barely get close enough. I feel like it's one of those monopolies that it's very hard to try to tumble. How do you go against the highest grossing franchise in the world? It's a whole thing. Shrek says dogs don't like squirrels. Wait, what about Wendell? Doesn't Wendell Fortnite have uh, a squirrel partner? He has Walnut, so he does like squirrel. Freddy Silver says elder abuse. Yeah. Shrek says he looks kinda like that Savari guy from Ace Attorney. Very slightly. Um, but look at me. Yeah, I get it. Strybeck says all he needs is a monocle and a giant ascot. Scrappy says extreme Pika's luck. Strybeck says, or whatever the hell that ribbon thing is. Yeah, no, it's a cravat. Well, whatever. Well, now, sounds like the rookie is getting a hang of how we do things. Let's go talk to Brad about the case first. Brad, could you tell us more about the case Wallace is involved in? I suppose it can hurt. You do know about the fog situation, don't you? The what? The fog situation? From about a week ago, a heavy fog has covered the lake and surrounding area. This has never happened before, apparently. Ah, I seem to recall Milo mentioning that too. Around the same time, Pokemon from the lake started fleeing to the town, all wounded in some way or another. Don't tell me you think Wallace is responsible for all of that. Of course I do. I've even gathered information that Wallace is capturing Pokemon off the lake and conducting strange experiments on them. That's not true. I think I will go see for myself what's going on at the lake. Do whatever you want. Although, I should warn you, the bridge to the lake has collapsed. Oh? What? Well, the best of luck to you, anyway. Steve. Producer says, as a GC talked about Wendell. Oh, yeah. Producer says the fog is coming. Yeah, it's the fog that turns you inside out.
First off, we need to get to the lake. The bridge may be broken, but I'll bet you there's another way.
Alright, Pikachu, do your thing.
It smells like a potion. Yeah, and it kind of makes my nose burn a little.
No. 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 No.
My body.
Okay, there's nothing. Your body.
What's up?
Walls can be the culprit. What Brad's saying isn't true. Walls can't be the culprit. He cares more than anyone about the wounded Pokemon. Milo. I've got to prove to everyone that Walls isn't guilty. Yeah. It must have been broken when the wounded Pokemon escaped from the lake. Is there any other way to get to the lake? Well... Seems like he knows something, but maybe he doesn't want to say anything around Brad. Let's head outside. Yeah. There's no need for you to try to and protect me. I'm not the culprit. The reason I've been going to the lake is to gather ingredients for potions. Did you explain that to Brad? And what good would that do? People only believe what they want to believe. If only the mist would clear, we could ask to have the bridge fixed, but there's little we can do if we don't know the cause. My name is Brad McMaster. I'm a lieutenant in the Rhyme City Police Department. What an unpleasant guy. Is he really one of Holiday's men? Yeah. About a week ago, some sort of fog started occurring around the lake. Since then, people have been finding wounded Pokemon around town. The bridge to the lake is destroyed, so there's no way to investigate that area. This must be Wall's doing to impede our investigation. And I'm willing to bet that Walls is the cause of all of the wounded Pokemon too. He must be doing some sort of strange research. You can't just make all that up. Walls caused a huge problem at PCL 10 years ago. I think it's natural to consider him our prime suspect. Uh-huh. Well, I'm looking around. Oh, nothing in here. Oh, hey, a bot. Yoink. Shrevik says, I don't like the idea of giving up without a fight. If I'm going to lose, I at least want to go down swinging. Oh man, spoken like a true anime character. Minectric!
Hey!
Hey Tim, there's a bridge over there. I think Brad had said it had collapsed, but maybe you should have a look. Shrevik says, sorry if I'm turning this into a whole thing, but it's important to me. A hill worth dying on, you might say. Maniac! Okay. What, you're still mad? Man, you really can't take a joke, can you? Maniac! What? Stay out of Brad's way? We should be telling him to stay out of ours. Stop fighting already, we need to start our investigation. Maniac. It's saying Walls is definitely the bad guy, and there's no way he's going to escape. There's nothing to prove that Walls is the culprit. Maybe if we find some proof that he is innocent, Trick will trust us? Shark says, punt him across it. Oh, Pikachu? Yeah, I would like to. It's a circle mark. Hello. Oh, there's Louise. Man, she smells good. Pikachu, get off her leg. What brings you here?
Oh?
Oh, I saw the police and just got a bit worried. Oh, I see. I didn't realize there was so much going on at the lake. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this whole incident, would you? Not really, no. I don't think it'll be much help. I was off the island for a bit because of work. I see. I see. They said the bridge to the lake has collapsed. Better to stay away for now, I think. So Brad was right about one thing. Spritzy. Sprit. Yeah, the fog is making things so damp. My perfect fur is all soggy now. Spirit Halloween. Proud that Louise is your partner, huh? Yeah, I can imagine. Shrevik says Pika be like, and then a sniffa emote, a very intense one. Tropius! Tropius, my beloved, another Pokemon that is vital for doing berry research. If you're, yeah, if you plan on ever doing berry research, it's important that you have a Tropius at hand. They are very helpful with that. I love you. Views. This is a Pokemon, right? It looks like a tree. Tim, you dense motherfucker. It says it can fly with the leaves on its back. How interesting. Do you think all Pokemon, like, introduce themselves as, hey, I'm this species, look what I can do? As if they are, like, very proud of their, like, abilities? Do you think there's any Pokemon that are like, I wish I wasn't what I am? That would be an interesting personality trait. Huh? You're giving us the fruit on your neck? Pew! Wow, that smells good. I could eat a whole bucket of these. Wait, did he actually give it to us?
Hey, Tim! Tim!
What?
Tim, look! Look what it just gave me! This is delicious! Tim! Water! Bring me some water!
Just fucking choke, Pikachu. Is that a banana? Yeah, I guess Tropius just kind of grows bananas off its neck, but yeah. Okay, is this considered not vegan? Would this be considered not vegan? Because it comes from a Pokemon, but it's like, it doesn't hurt it, but it's kind of like, you know, like eggs and milk. It doesn't really hurt them. It's just part of their body. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, I know that smell. Louise! Oh, no. It's only Spritzy.
Pikachu, you need to be less horny.
Coffee is a complex topic, Tim. But I'll share what I know with you. Detective Coffee Note number 8. You know, many say to drink coffee while it's hot, but a good coffee is delicious even when it's cold.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Scrappy says, at Triback, I feel this. And Scrappy says, I often feel like giving up in the sense that I'm really not becoming better of a person, but I'm gonna keep going. Not worth quitting, especially with the progress I have made, even if I keep feeling as if I haven't made any progress. Scrappy says, I still have some relationships to amend, but I'll get there. I am worried, but I'll get there. Trebek says there should be different versions of Tropios that grow different berries. Or maybe if they eat enough of a kind of berry, they are able to start growing them. Yeah, that's kind of why you want them as in your research. Again, I feel like they only show like Tropios bananas because they are like the basic kind of Tropios, but I feel like they can have different fruits. I wish that was a game mechanic, like you feed them stuff and then they change, and then every now and then they're holding a new one because it means that you're harvesting them from them. Like imagine you feed a Tropius like an oran berry, and then every now and then it's gonna be holding a new oran berry. You just need to pick it up, and then later it will have another one. And every time you do certain moves that like work towards its like growth, the timer for growing the new one goes faster. That's my idea. That's my idea. Passive berry farming. It would work also with rare berries, but you would need to do more things to get those rare berries. Stravik says, "Oh, banana." Scrappy says, "Pikachu." Huh. It was Pikachu. Stravik says, "I can't believe we saw Pikachu choke on Tropius's banana on stream." Yeah, I was not expecting that. Also, hi Chip, hello. Chip says, hi there, Wheeze. We see are here at Kapusi Please Island. Yeah? And also we're choking on bananas. Shavik says, no, I made that joke last stream. Scrappy says at Trebek, freshen. As in, where's that shekel freshen? Trebek says, oh, like how Shuckle would convert berries into juice in Gen 2. Yeah, like that, but like actually being able to grow them. Trebek says they should add that back as an ability, like fermentation or something. Oh, hey, add that back. I mean, I'm biased. I love berries, so of course I want berry mechanics to return and new ones to be added. Maybe there's some ROM hack out there that just does more in regards to berries. Also, Twitch Abby, hi, hello. Twitch Abby says hi, hello. Scrappy says hi, yeah. And Scrappy says train of eye. Yeah, that's a lot of ice. For you services, I'm gonna have to give someone else the clipping title for the night. Need to bounce. Oh, okay, evil. And Scrappy says at Frigid Silver, sussy please. And Frigid Silver sent 4 waving rigs at Twitch, Abby. But why? It's like when you missed the Playdate stream. We played the Keeper and it turned out to be an insane game. So, and like there were memes came out of it. It was really funny. You missed out on it. Oh, the police. The Popo are here. Are those eyes? I see eyes.
Hey, hello?
Hey, Tim, did you see something over there? Huh? No, the fog's too thick. I can hardly see anything. I could have sworn someone was watching us. Maybe I'm just imagining things. You are... Which Heavy says at Scrappy, 51 eyes to be exact.
Hey, Tim.
The bridge is broken and it looks like it's going to stay that way for a while. I guess we don't have a choice. Let's head back to town and ask around to see if there's another way to the lake. Scrappy says, ooh, good count. Colon 0 face. Scrappy says, isn't that one butterfly Pokemon? B something? Oh, Babylon? I think? Yeah. I hate Babylon so much. There's too many patterns. In Pokemon Go, I'm trying to collect every pattern in male and female, and it's taking forever. Stripeback sent a stare emote. Fritzer says, love to go back and see the meme potential, but they may have to be paid. Adios. Bye, bitch. Twitch Heavy says, bye at Frigid Silver. And Stripeback says at Scrappy, is that the Pokemon that can reverse gravity? That's a different one. That's a different game. References. What can I do for you? About the fog. Waltz is suspected of being the perpetrator of the fog mystery. Lieutenant Brad seems to be intent on finding proof before the boat leaves. That means we can dilly-dally. Bridge. The bridge ahead has collapsed. The area is unsafe, so it would be best for you to stay away. Brad. The lieutenant is very dedicated to his work. He works passionately to bring peace to Rhyme City. I guess he's not a bad guy. How do you know that? I know, you're the detective that solved the PCL case, right? Oh, you're quite the celebrity now. Hey, don't make fun of me. We're gonna make fun of you, Tim. I was thinking this was a boring island, but if you're here, maybe something interesting will happen. Okay. So, detective, do you think Wallace is the culprit? No, there's no evidence, so I can't say. You're cautious, aren't you? I can't go against Lieutenant Brad's orders, but if there's anything I can help with, let me know. Bridge. The bridge has fallen down and can't be crossed. Wait until the fog clears. Brad. He's not a bad person, but he's not very flexible in his thinking. He might find it hard to get promotions being like that. I see. Promotions! Oops, don't tell anyone I said that, okay? The lieutenant can hold a grudge. Am I the only one who thinks this guy probably won't get promoted anytime soon either? Strabeck says bread. And Strabeck says all cops are Brad. Strabeck says, wouldn't it be funny if he ended up being the culprit the whole time? Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? I see the eyes. Evil eyes. Okay, I guess I have to go into town and see what's up. Tim, wait up! What's up, Milo? Actually, there's a way you can get to the lake. Huh, really? I heard about it when I was a kid. That there's a secret path that leads to the lake. Somewhere on this island. I see. I hope we can find some hint as to where it is. Apparently, they always took something with them when they went through the secret path. Maybe a hint is hidden in there? Something, huh? For the time being, let's ask people who seem like they know a lot about the island. I agree. Thanks, Milo. This looks like a path. Rex says this whole quest to clear Wall's name and it ends up being a waste of time. What? About the fog. I wonder, does Ducklet's injury have anything to do with the case? Quack. It says it doesn't remember how it got hurt very well. Did you come from the lake, Ducklet? Quack. But how did you get here when the bridge is down? Maybe through the secret path, or... Quack. Oh, you just swam down from the lake, huh? I do know there's been thick fog covering the area since about a week ago. Then again, the only people who went up there were the old folks anyway. I guess the younger townspeople don't really have a reason to go to the lake, huh? A secret path, huh? Can't say I've heard of it. Well, that's that. Let's ask the others. Brr. Fog. Brr. It says it doesn't like the fog since they can't see very well in it and the fog hides smells too. Wait, it hides smells? I wonder what's causing the fog anyways. I mean anyway. Brr. You want to check it out if the wood where there you want to check it out if the wood there is good for training? There's such a thing as good wood for training? Brr brr. Oh, so as you grow older you switch to larger logs, huh? They really do like training, don't they? Fog. I've been hearing strange rumors ever since the fog started coming in around the lake. What kind of rumors? Something about a monster with huge eyes appearing. What? All I'm saying is, watch yourself if you plan on heading up to the lake. The secret path? I know I've heard that somewhere. But what was it about? Mariel? Real? You were attacked by something at the lake? If you don't remember, that's fine. Sorry to remind you of a scary thing. Don't worry, we'll get the one responsible for this. Real? No, I don't think it's underwater. Humans can't really stay underwater that long. Nobody really knows why the lake has been suddenly covered by thick fog. It's not like the weather's bad or anything, so what could be the cause? Sounds like something strange is happening at the lake. We'd better check it out. A secret path? I feel like I've heard that mentioned before. I'm sorry, I don't think it'll come back to me anytime soon. What's up? Fog. I guess it would be difficult to fix the bridge while the fog is still so heavy. Yeah, probably a bad idea. The fog's so thick we wouldn't be able to see what we're doing. I guess this secret pad or whatever is our only hope of getting to the lake. Oh, I remember going through that path as a kid. We used to have a lake festival here back in the day. We'd all go to the lake through this secret path to participate. This was way before we built a bridge, of course. Oh, I see. So there is something. When the day of the festival came around, the grown-ups would pass out scrolls to all the kids. Those scrolls would have riddles on them that would help them get through the path. You wouldn't happen to have one of these scrolls, would you? No, sorry. This is from way back when I was a kid. But the old man who used to hand out the scrolls might still have some lying around. Then again, he might not even remember any of this. A scroll, huh? Well, it's the only leader we got. Let's go ask the old man in town. Can't say I remember what the scroll said. I do remember that we had to solve some sort of riddle to get to the secret path, though. The old man in town should know more about this. Alright, let's check it out, Tim. Oh, okay, so we have to find the witch's road. Are you the old man? About the scroll. The chief of timber transport told us you might have a scroll that had information about the secret path. The scrolls, of course, now I remember. I used to hand them out to the children when we were about to have our lake festival. They were so excited, they would always call the old road to the lake the secret path. We are also trying to get to the lake. Do you think you could let us see this scroll? You're a bit old, but you want to take on our little trial? Well, of course. I'm so happy you're interested in our culture. Wait one moment, let me go get the scroll for you. This is the scroll I was talking about. Go on, take it with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving us the scroll. Oh, don't mention it. Our island festival is an important part of our culture here. You young folks should learn all about our little island. Alright, we got the scroll. Let's have a look. There are 3 pictures, and then some sort of instructions written on it. Is this the clue to the secret path? I'd imagine so. But first we need to actually find the secret path. Oh, sorry, forgot about that bit. Listen closely now. The 2 scales will guide you to the secret path. Remember that. The 2 scales? What do you mean? Oh, ho, ho. If I told you that, it wouldn't be a challenge now, would it? Finding the path is the first step. Well, good luck out there. I guess we don't have a choice. We'll have to figure out what the 2 scales means and find the path for ourselves. That secret path the old man mentioned has to be on this island somewhere. Let me know if you find anything that might be a clue. Let's give it a try. Say something to me. Oh, that's new. I don't see anything around here that has anything to do with the secret path. If you find anything, let me know. There are a lot of rocks lying around. I wonder if some monument or something got busted. Sure looks like it. Huh? Hey Tim, check this out. 2 marks chiseled into the stone. Hey, do you think these are meant to be scales? Now that you mention it, they do kind of look like scales. I get it now. The number of scales carved into this statue is the clue. The 2 scales would guide us to the secret path, so that means... Yeah, I think we found it. This is the entrance to the secret path. Hey, Tim, you found the secret path? You got to take me with you. Of course, the entrance is just beyond here. Come on. Huh. Strabex says, Trial, are we in La Lola? Is that why everything is tropical? I sure hope not. I don't like Alola. Strabex says, and then there's even the sun and moon. And Strabex says, that was way too easy. Like, I know this is a kid's game, but still.
A truly great detective. Let me instruct you on some detective tips. Ready? Detective tip number 17. We always learn from our mistakes.
I feel like you had told me that one already. I think the game didn't save last time.
A bolt?
Yeah.
So this is where the entrance was. Come on, let's go. Okay. So this is the secret path. It looks really convoluted. If we can figure out what the scroll's saying, we'll be able to follow the path without getting lost, right? Let's have a look at that scroll for starters. A yellow circle, this must be a full moon. A half circle in the sky, this must be in a half moon. Maybe the shape of the moon is some sort of clue? Black circle, as if there's a hole in the sky. Now what would this mean? Come on, that's common sense. No moon in the sky, so in other words, a new moon. Oh, right. Tim, you dense fuck. The 3 moons, but there's something else that I've been wondering about. Why does this parchment remind me so much of brown sugar milk tea? Yeah, each picture of the moon has a different color too. Green, pink, and blue. These colors must be a clue too. Clue 2. What about Clue 3? I didn't know they made a sequel to the Clue movie. Alex says you take the moon and you take the moon and you take the moon. I like taking the moon. Okay, let's see. You haven't checked everything here. It's important not to overlook anything. Something's written here. Let's see. If thou wishest to reach the lake, follow the light of the moon, and face the 3 challenges. What do you think that means? Follow the light of the moon, huh? If that's not important clue, my name isn't Pikachu. Is it, though? What does it say down here? Let me see. The night of the full moon is the beginning. Pass through the shadow of darkness, and when thou witness this split moon, the lake shall bestow its blessings. What in the world? Sounds like some kind of riddle. Huh. I think that's all we're going to glean from just looking at the scroll. We still need more information. There might be clues along the secret path as well, like those Pokemon statues in front of each path. I bet they're important. Good point. Well then, let's go have a look at those statues. Yeah, I'll make a note of anything we notice about the statues in my case list, too. Tim, why are you, baby? Let me help, too. If it's anything about Pokemon, I'm your go-to guy.
Let me. My body's.
You have any secrets here? Nope. This statue is a Tropius. Its green leaves are really well made. Yep, it's almost as if someone just drank a Tropius and put it here. Hmm.
Huh? What is that?
This looks really bad.
It's still alive, right?
So it's you again.
What?
Pull yourself together, buddy. This happens to you all the time. You need to be more careful. There, all better.
But it still doesn't look so good.
Nah, Feebas just look like that. It's their natural state.
Is that so?
I suppose it looks healthy enough.
It's dangerous out there with all this fog, so you should really stay put.
It seems to be anxious about something.
You're right. Let's see what it has to say.
Yeah.
It's making weird noises. Shrek says Five Nights at Pika's. Shrek says, "Aw." Shrek says, "I always thought Phoebus was oddly cute." Scrappy says Phoebus is a bunch of greater than signs. Stribex says, "Remember how hard they were to find back in the day? Nobody believed me when I told them it was by fishing in that one river. Nobody believed me." The convoluted method to get a Phoebus like drive me insane. Scrappy says, "There's a reason the S is silent. I feel like some language does silent ending S." Scrappy says, Trebek, "You killed the moon." Opening bracket 8 capital D face. Oh, opening curly bracket. Chip says, "That's mean. Phoebus just looks like that. Piss off." It has a handle. Did you see the Phoebus? Phoebus has a handle. You can carry it out of the water and anywhere you want. Maybe even not water. Scrappy says, "Oh, maybe it isn't silent. Am I tripping?" It is. It isn't. I think it's Phoebus. It's like feeble bass. I think that's where the name comes from. Which Abby says, "Aren't there like 6 tiles on the entire river where it can spawn?" I mean, I don't recall. Something like that. It has to do also with the clock on your game and shit like that. Scrappy says Feedback looks like a strange baby's toy from the mid-70s. That's so specific. What are you so riled up about? Feeba. What? The lake's in trouble and you need to get back? Oh, hi, get back. But what if you get hurt again? Oh, I know, Phoebus. We're heading to the lake too. Why don't you come with us? Here, let me grab you. Let me grab you by your handle and get you out of that water. Phoebus. Phoebus, do you know anything about these Pokemon statues around here? Phoebus. It says they look like they were modeled after Pokemon that live on this island, but it doesn't know what they have to do with the scroll. Okay, well, let's have a look and see what we can find. Are your wounds okay? Phoebus. That's good to hear. What in the world happened anyway? Phoebe. You were swimming in the lake when something suddenly threw you? What in the world is going on? We need to get to the lake quickly and figure out what's happening. Phoebe. You've been living in the lake a long time, but you've never seen anything like this before? Even the Pokemon that live here don't know what's causing the fog, huh? Do you think this was a Pokemon statue too? It's hard to tell since it's all busted up, but there's some blue coloring left on it. What's this brown Pokemon statue? Oh, that's a Stunfisk. You'll find a lot of them near water. They give you a jolt of electricity if you step on one, so be careful. There may be some around here. Be careful, Pikachu. Just who do you think you're talking to? You should be the one keeping an eye out. Yeah, oof. Big oof. We've checked all the statues in this area. Let's try and figure out that riddle on the scroll. Hi, Phoebus. Reppy says lol, good one, Slucker. Also Slugfisk.
We've checked all 3 statues. Tell me, does the scroll mean anything to you?
Hmm.
Do you think that's right? Of course! The colors! One of the pictures that's on the scroll has a background the same color as a statue. So let's take the path of the statue that has the same color as on the scroll. According to the scroll, there are 3 trials. The question is, which color do we choose? The scroll should have clues for us. So go ahead and check in your case list.
Huh?
Something seems a little off. Read the scroll carefully and then go from there. Go ahead and check in your case list.
Shadow of Darkness. Split. Okay, full. Shadow split. Okay. Bah.
According to the scroll, there are 3 trials. The question is, which color do we choose? The scroll should have clues for us. So go ahead and check in your case list.
What? Oh boy, there's a lot of text here. Trebek says it had to be with an old rod and not one of the better ones, and the specific tiles were affected by whatever strain they endure for town. And in Gen 4, it was a specific pool of water in Mount Carne, and I think the tiles were completely random each day. In both cases, you could make it a little easier by mixing records, but only because then you and your friend would have the same seed and could divide the search between you. Also, hi, Ruggiero. Hello. Ruggiero says hello. Hi, hello. Shavik says, oh, and the encounter rate in those tiles was still so low that you might not even know you're in the right place. Shavik says, I swear Game Freak heard about the old rumors and decided to make stuff like them for real. It's like when I was the only kid in school to understand that the Reggie puzzles were Braille, because I learned about Braille just by checking my dictionary, which had a page on Braille. And I was like, look, it's the same things. And everybody was like, oh. Scrappy says, random question, but what would be a good Pokemon spin-off? A game without the battle stuff slash minimal stuff. For getting back into the series, I feel like Ranger would be a good one, but IDK. Just in case I ever decide to try and get back into playing any of the games in the series in the future. And for lore's sake, you guys have taught me a ton of lore, though. Heart. I'm gonna say there's a lot of spin-offs. I would say, if you don't want battling, bless you. I was gonna suggest the mystery dungeon games, but those still have battling, and they can get often even more complex than the mainline games, which are baby. The main Pokemon games are very baby. The mystery dungeon games get kind of hardcore. So I don't know. Probably Pokemon Ranger, but that's, I guess, catching something in Ranger is still kind of like a battle. So I'm not really sure. I would have to check. Let me see if somebody said anything.
Come to think of it. Huh.
Where did you get that from? Is that a Pokepuff? Shrek says, is it weird that part of me likes how obtuse obtaining some Pokemon can be? Yeah, I mean, it can be fun at times. Scrappy says that Stryback, it's complex and adds to the world building. Stryback says that Scrappy, you might enjoy the Poke Park games. Oh yeah, those. Although, well, we already experienced one of them. There's literally only two, and we already streamed one, and I'm probably gonna be streaming the second one at some point.
Come to think of it. Huh.
Another Pokepuff? Where are you keeping those? Strappy says noted, but I still need to repair my Wii. Trevek says, it occurs to me that record mixing was basically an early version of Street Pass. No way. Scrappy says, Ranger seems like a better way of battling in my opinion. Scrappy says, I prefer the way of doing a Ranger battle over a typical turn-based battle. I am still bad with turn-based battles and such. Scrappy says, hey, I can play it even if you streamed it, lol. You know, I would recommend then Pokemon Ranger 1, the first one, because I didn't stream that one. And you know, it's the first one in the series. But yeah, Scrappy said, I can play it even if you streamed it, lol. Shark says, in his hat, maybe? It doesn't seem like it's coming from the hat. Ryo says he definitely grabbed those puffs from his ass. Yeah? Man, I'm so dehydrated. Scrappy says, I'll take note. If I find a copy, I'll let you know. Shrek says, anyone else remember Level Dark? Fucking Level Dark. No, you don't eat that.
If we put the moons in the same order as on the scroll, you'll get full moon, new moon, and half moon. And their background colors are green, blue, and then pink. Now we know which path we need to take. We'll start with green. Does that make sense to you? All right. Tropius is a green one. That means we take the path with Tropius' statue.
This really is such a baby game. Baby game for babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each pet has a Pokemon statue in front of it. There are some Pokemon I've never seen before, too. Do you know about them, Milo? Yeah, I got this. If there's anything you need to know, just ask. You know Phoebus, Milo? Yeah, I've seen it at the lake from time to time. Doesn't look like much, but it's really reckless and always gets hurt in one way or another. I couldn't just leave it. Sounds like it's a bit of a troublemaker. Tropius is a Pokemon that's usually found in warmer regions. There's one that always comes to Wallace Garden to eat, too. I was really surprised when I first saw it. I mean, its wings are green leaves. Stunfisk use their natural brown color to hide in mud. Be careful not to step on one, or they'll zap you with their electricity. Right, I'll keep an eye out as we move forward. My detective eye will be perfect for that. Then and then you're also electric, so I think you're immune to that shit. Okay, how do I follow the Tropius? Is this the Tropius path?
Sure this is the right way?
I think so.
I'm not worried. I'll solve the puzzles and breeze through this maze.
Pikachu, look underneath you!
Huh? What? Ugh.
Pikachu, get out of there!
Here we go. Phew. That was a close one. Thanks for that, Tim.
This is so silly. These are the silliest quick time events. Strebik says Stunfisk be like eye emoji, lips emoji, eye emoji. Glad you're okay, Pikachu. Ha, those Stunfisk were too slow with their little shocks. Another fork in the road, Tim. Let's check out the scroll and see what the second color is. I know what it is. It's blue. Don't make me check it again. Hi, Stunfisk. Stunfisk? Ah, what's with the electricity? Is it smiling? Man, that's kinda creepy. Stunfisk? They say that Pokemon keep fleeing from the lake almost every day now. I bet that makes it hard for the Stunfisk to live in peace, too. Hey, do you think they could teach me how to produce electric shocks? Stunfisk. Don't scoff at me, how rude. Oof. Fiba, you surely seem enthusiastic, Phoebus. It's saying since it's not around anymore, I need to be the protector of the lake. It's not around? Who's it referring to? It. By the way, what's that it you mentioned? Fiba. I see, so long time ago there was a being that protected all the Pokemon of the lake. So like a leader to all the Pokemon that lived in the lake? Phoebe? Yeah, I'd like to meet it sometime too. It's an it. Shovik says, I don't like how the line rep separated that. Not on my end. Shovik says, whenever I see Stunfisk, I think of the Japanese Poke Rap for Gen 5. I don't remember it. Biba. I know you're worried about your friends at the lake, but there's no point in trying to rush off on your own. We'll help you too. We'll clear up this mystery in no time. Shovik says, Magio. Magio. Wow, they all have their individual personalities and dialogue. Stunfisk. The fog isn't very filling? Well, yeah, it's not like it's cotton candy or anything. Man, talk about a close one. I don't know what their deal is. I'm pretty sure they got angry because you stepped on them, Pikachu. Stunfisk. Alright, I'll be more careful. This is very silly. Okay, so I guess we're doing the statue thing now. Ducklet is blue, Wingull is white. I'm just gonna check the statues. A statue of Timber. The color's all gone. We need to figure out what the statue's color originally was. The color's completely gone, but this is a statue of Wingull. If only we had wings like them, we could just fly to the lake. This is a statue of Ducklet. The statue's color has all peeled off, but we've seen this Pokemon before.
Need help?
By the way, Milo, what's the lake like anyway? I bet it's a gorgeous place, seeing as they're thinking about building a resort there. The lake is the treasure of this island. Nobody's gone near it since the fog started coming in. But if there's something going on at the lake, we need to stop it. Timber are great colored Pokemon. They help us with construction sometimes too. I saw them carrying around luggage in town too. Yeah, when there's no construction plan, They help out with delivering stuff. It can be pretty inconvenient living on an island like this, so we're all really grateful. Oh, Stravek sent a YouTube video. Oh yeah, it is the weird Gen 5 Poke Rap. Stravek says, too bad he didn't walk on a Galarian one. I forget, what are the Galarian? Oh, they are fucking, aren't they like bear traps? The Galarian Stunfisk? And Shrek says, the eyes. Yeah, there's eyes. We can go catch the wind on their white wings and soar high up into the sky. I'm envious. Sometimes I wish I had wings. Pikachu, didn't you get like lifted up earlier? Almost like kidnapped?
Need help?
Ducklet are actually better at swimming than flying, and if they get attacked, they can splash water using their blue feathers. Wow, I kinda want to see that. Trevor says, I must say, this marsh is a lot prettier than what you usually see in video games. Yeah. We checked all the statues around here. Let's try and solve that riddle on the scroll. I know. Trevor says, Gyaru. Gigyaru. Gigyaru. Shrek says, which then indirectly led to Hugh from Black White 2 gaining the fan nickname of Hiroshi. I completely forgot about Hugh. But yeah, no, this looks better than swamps in the mainline games. I wish there was one that looked like this.
It looks like the second color is blue, but the statues have lost their color. Which means we'll solve it once we know the color of the original Pokemon. Do you think that's right? Perfect. Now we know the original color. What do you think? Which of these paths should we take? Right. We'll try the path with Ducklet's statue.
Baby games. There are 3 different paths again. There are 3 colors in the scroll, so this must be the last riddle. Just a bit more to go, Tim.
Shallow, shallow,
Shellos.
shallow.
Hey, look, Pikachu has shellos. Los. Los what? Los what? Well, you certainly seem carefree. Los what? Huh? Is it happy? Well, it's happy? No, the opposite. Some of its friends were injured because of this whole incident, and it's mad about that. Its face is always smiling, so it's hard to tell if it's angry or not. Oh my god, Tim, you can't say that. Shells are so tiny and cute, they make me happy just looking at them. Lost. Huh? So back in the day you guys looked different from the way you look now? Really? I wonder what they look like. Wait, how do they know that? They have mythology? They have like an ancestry? They know about that? Why didn't we ever get like old wait, did we get regional or like past form shellos? Scrappy said Los Pollos de Ishi. Scrappy says also wow, shellos is creepy. Trevik says Hugh is about to unleash his rage emote. I forgot about him. Ishi shellos.
Shallow.
Los? We're investigating this area. Do you think you could tell us what you know? About the fog? Los. It's worried that it might get caught up in this incident since this area is so close to the lake. We need to solve this case quickly so that the Pokemon here can leave peacefully. By the way, are those things on your back hard or soft? Oh my god, Pikachu, you can't just ask. Good question, I was wondering about that myself. Oh my gosh, Tim, you can't just ask that. Oh, it's right for us to touch them? I wonder what they feel like. Why are you guys bothering the Shellos? That is a statue of Shellos. Seems like several of them live in this area too. You're right, the statue is quite a bit bigger than the real thing. Hey Tim, there's something about the Shellos I noticed. Huh? What's up? Take a close look at the statue of Shellos and compare it with the real thing. Oh, the shape of their horns is different. Why would their shapes be different? Shellos may have some characteristics that we don't know about. We should ask Milo. I know about this. You don't need to tell me. But okay. I guess it's a statue of Azumarill? All of its paint has fallen off, though. All these Pokemon statues must have been made a long time ago. What Pokemon is this a statue of? Its paint is peeling off here and there, but it's a grotto. Look over there, you can see one wandering around. Wow, the real thing is pretty big. Again, Tim, you feel like a toddler. You're like a toddler that can drive, which is wacky. Huh? It says he can smell the lake. We can't be far. You know, Phoebus and Milo are pretty similar. What are you talking about? Milo is way more dependable. Oof. Phoebus! Just how they both love the lake so much and how they're both really dedicated to protecting the people and Pokemon they like. They seem similar, that's all. Phoebus. Huh, well, seems like Phoebus trusts Milo too. I don't think you're allowed to compare people to Phoebus. I feel like that's a backhanded compliment. Tim, you can't say that. Shavik says, I always liked Shellos. Scrappy says, I tried to key Smash, but I wasn't in the text box, and then a laughing Rick. Shavik says, no, that's literally something he says at one point. Team Plasma stole his cat and he's mad about it. Oh yeah. Scrappy says, oh, that reminds me. Then Scrappy says, Meryl, yeah, like that, Squirtle. Scrappy says, me and a friend have been talking about how Meryl is. That was a bunch of exclamation points, by the way. Trebek says, I always thought it was a missed opportunity that there wasn't a yellow version of Shellos that lived around Snow Point. Yeah. Grotol, please. Rot. What? What? How could you not notice all this commotion about the lake? I'm glad things have been peaceful for Grotto, but it sure seems to live in its own world. Pokemon privilege. How long have you been living near the lake, Grotto? Grot. Before people came here? Wow, you definitely have a long lifespan. Grot. Huh? It's saying this area has changed a lot since humans started developing it. Even the water quality has changed since the old days, apparently. Imagine you're this old and you're still just a Grottle and not a Torterra. Delos, please.
Yeah.
Here we are. This should be the last riddle. We're almost at the lake. Only a bit more. Trebek says, evolving Phoebus was pretty obtuse too. You needed to max out its beauty. And if you used too many of the wrong Pokeblocks / Puffins, it stop accepting them and just wouldn't evolve. Oh yeah, that stupid smoothness and sheen and shit like that. Those stats make no sense. There's a video I love. There's this guy that makes videos about Pokeblocks and, you know, the things that you use berries. tour. Um, and it just makes no sense. I think I showed it to I showed one of them to Scrappy a while back, and it's really funny how it's just like that. Man, it's been 10 months since the last video. I wonder if he's gonna make another one. Because yeah, he made one about Pokeblocks, he made another one about Puffins, made one about Pokepuffs, made another one about Pokebeans, and then made another one about the Pokeathlon. Shark says, "Oh hey, Wildback, yeah." Scrappy says, "Yes, you showed me those videos when I was at Grant's house. I was sitting on the chair in the basement. It was amazing. My mind is permanently changed." Chip says, "It's funny when a complicated evolution gimmick is replaced with a simple evolution item in a later generation." Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I'm like, oh, I guess different regions have different ways of doing it. Scrappy says, "I'm still foaming over Meryl. Help me." Okay, then don't. You really care about the lake, don't you, Milo? Of course I do. I played there as a kid, and besides, I owe the Pokemon of the lake. You owe them? Well, there was a time when I was really young where I almost drowned at the lake. A Pokemon I'd never seen before saved my life. Oh, I see. I don't care. I was only half conscious and don't really remember what it looked like, but I know it wasn't a dream. Here's proof. A beautiful scale. Is this a scale? It's really beautiful. You could almost say it's a beautiful scale. I know, right? If I ever get to see that Pokemon again, I want to say thank you, properly. Chillis is an interesting Pokemon. Its shape and color change depending on where it lives, or the water quality of the area. Huh. I bet it would be interesting to compare the differences. I wonder what they look like. Well, right now, I think they've found two different ones, blue and pink. Huh. Oh yeah, in regards to Shellos. Shrek says, Torterra is my favorite Gen 4 starter. I used to imagine living in a tent on its shell. That's cute. I love Infernape. And my dream is to put boots on an Infernape because I'm silly like that. Mm. Shrek says, Gen 8 not giving it a Gigantamax form was a missed opportunity. I could almost swear they had done it. But oh well. The white bubble-like patterns on Azumaril's belly are actually camouflaged to fool enemies. It's pretty crafty for such a cute-looking Pokemon. But it's not as crafty. Trees grow out of Grotto's yellow shell. If they get good sunlight, they'll grow pretty fast. The berries on the trees look good. Huh.
How could the last color be pink? Did you see a pink Pokemon? We really need to figure this out.
Pikachu, you dumb bitch. Shrek says the water quality isn't something I knew about, though I guess it makes sense because the pink ones live near a river and the blue ones live on the coast.
Oh? So why do you think it's a pink Pokemon? I get it now. Shellos' color changes depending on the water quality, right? When this statue was made, the water quality here must have been different. That's why it was a pink Shellos. Now we know the colors. Which path do you think we should take?
That's weird. I thought it was just the kind of sea. Shrek says they kind of did it in the DP movie, but it was just an unusually large Torterra that had a whole section of land in its shell. Oh yeah, and also the Torterras in the actual Detective Pikachu movie. which we won't go into detail because some people have not watched it and I want to show it to them.
Perfect. Now we can go straight to the lake.
This is
I can't see anything through all of this fog.
It makes it a little difficult to investigate. Ah!
Hollywag, are you okay?
That's good. Doesn't look like they're injured at all.
Good for them, but what about me?
Sorry, Pikachu. But where did they come flying from?
I don't know. From somewhere over there.
Hey, Tim, look at that! Masquerain!
Hold on. Are Masquerain causing the fog?
It sure seems like it, but why?
Hey! Masquerain! What's going on here? You gotta stop the fog! What do you mean, no? Is something out there? Seems like you're worried about outsiders. What should we do?
Feeba! Feeba! Ba beep 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 beep. Feeba!
Wow. Look at that.
Thanks for helping, Feebas.
Phoebe! Phoebe-ba!
what the hell was that? Trevek says, does the game let you go through this without having to figure out stuff you already know from playing the games? I think it stops you. Because it's like, no, we can't do this yet. It doesn't give you the plot points if you haven't uncovered them in story, which is kind of silly. Scrappy says, eh. And Stravek says, I wonder if they're in a poly queue. Wait. Stravek says, oh, I guess these were the eyes. Alright, the fog's cleared up. But why were the masquerade causing the fog in the first place? It seemed like they were trying to keep their friends hidden from the scary Pokemon that started living in the lake. A scary Pokemon? Is that the cause of all the wounded Pokemon? I imagine so. Let's figure out what it actually is. Anything island unique? Special dialogue? No? Nope. Okay. BBB boss. Shark says, wow, Skyward Sword wishes it held players' hands that tightly. You did great earlier. Thanks to you, the fog has cleared and we can investigate around the lake. Feeb. Were your wounds from the same Pokemon that attacked the Masquerain? Feeba. It was so foggy I couldn't see who attacked, but it does remember its body being clasped by a pincer. It says it hurt a lot. Huh. Mass. What? More what? What do you want? Don't be so frightened. Tim and I will solve this case in a jiffy. You'll see. I'm Jiffy. Mass. They say it just showed up here one day, and it has been attacking any Pokemon that gets too close. It's so angry it won't listen to anything they try to say to it. It's angry? Why would that be? Oh, a fishing rod. But it's broken, useless like this. Polly. Polly. I'm glad you're not hurt. I guess it's thanks to Pikachu. Hey, I'm not an airbag, you know? Whoa, hey, don't get so close. You're slimy. Wow. Do you think you could tell us about whatever attacked you? Huh? What's wrong? You seem reluctant. Polly. What? It looked like that guy next to me? It looked like me? I wonder what they mean by that. Shark says, what does it want more of? I don't know. It wants mass. I don't know what the heck it wants. That must have been a rough landing. What happened? Polly. Polly. What's wrong? They seem agitated. It looks like they're scared of the lake. Is the cause of all of this hiding in the lake? Polly. Hey Pikachu, what do you think this wooden chunk is? Let's see. Well, the wood has white paint on it. It could be a useful clue to have, so let's hang on to it for now. I wonder what this wood fragment is. It looks like it has a corner, so it probably was a box or something. Why would a wooden box fragment be at the lake? And look, there's a large gash on the inside. You're right, it's as if something was clawing at the inside. Oh. Trebek says Poliwag, aka the good blue frog Pokemon. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We finally made it to the lake. Now we need to find proof that Walls is innocent. Just thinking something like that is here. This used to be a quiet, peaceful island. And this was such a nice swamp. Okay, sorry. It's like he just takes over me every time I hear something like that. There's an empty bottle here. It could be a clue. We should pick it up just in case. A crate, a fishing rod, a bottle. Oh. Look at that! What a gash! It's as if something took a chunk out using huge claws. Mass. You want more? What? This gash was also caused by this scary thing? Whatever it is, we're done for if we get attacked. No kidding, we'd better be careful while we investigate. Stravik says Rixco. And Stravik says he does have a similar noodly body to yours. Huh? What was that sound? Look, over there, there's something splashing in the water. Oh. Stravik says Dirkcell. Yeah, I do like Roscoe quite a bit. He's such a sweetie. I'm pretty sure he smells weird, but it's fine. Let's see what it is. Run, bitch. What in the world is that? Is there something in the lake? I can't see it too well from here. Phoebe. You go check it out? It's dangerous. He's right, I appreciate the thought, but we should really wait and see. Phoebe. Okay, bye. Hey, Phoebes. Oh boy. And it got hurt again. Phoebes, are you okay? Hey, are you alright? Phoebe. Doesn't look like it has any serious wounds. No need to be so reckless, though. Still, now we know who the scary Pokemon is, thanks to Phoebes. That's true, thanks. Phoebe, you got hurt, bitch. So Walls was innocent after all. But still, what's wrong? I just wonder why a Crawdont is in the lake. I've never seen a Crawdont in this area before the fog came in. A Crawdont is causing trouble when it's not even native to this island. What does it all mean? This is worth looking into. Strybeck sent crab emoji. And then Chip sent lobster emoji. Strybeck says, so there's this giant enemy crab. And Chip says 599 US dollars. I love how we're getting to that price with consoles and shit. Shavik says an invasive species, just like Alola. I mean, Alola. You know what I consider Alola? An invasive game. See, it's funny because I don't like that region. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. 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 Sorry, I'm vibing. Um, Straybeck says Alola, more like Anola. Yeah, anyways.
Make sure to keep an eye out for clues. Did you get testimony from the Pokemon?
I thought I did. I guess now that I know it's Crawdant, I have to ask everybody again.
Beep.
No kidding, I was surprised too. It seems like it's very wary of us. I don't think we'll be able to speak to it. Peep peep. It definitely seems to have a temper. There's no way we can get close to it if it keeps swinging its claws around like that. I guess we'll just have to stay away from Crawdant while we investigate. I'm gonna get close to it. Mass? A red body, big claws. They say that's the Pokemon that's been chasing their friends. Mass, you want more? It seemed like Crawdant's short-tempered to begin with, even when the Masquerain tried to scare it off with their eye-like antenna. It just tried to attack them. So all they could do was create this thick fog and try to hide their friends, huh? Polly. You were playing with your pals, but then Crawdant suddenly attacked, huh? Polly. Seemed like they're worried that Crawdant will throw them off the island since it's so strong. Don't worry, we won't let that happen. Very strong. Polly? Polly? No, you won't have to leave the lake, don't worry. He's right, we'll figure something out. But until we do, just stay away from the Crawdant, okay? Shark says, those are antennas? I always thought they were wings. No, I think in the games themselves they say they are antenna. I think I got the testimony. Oh, bitch. Hi. We've come to cross-examine you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Pokemon were getting hurt because Crawdon attacked them. Now, why would Crawdon do something like that?
Oh, finally. Let's see. I thought they were getting intimidated.
No, that's not right. No, that's not right.
There's more? Bebas, tell me your story.
Beep.
Never mind. Oh, wait, what do you know?
Huh?
Milo, do you know much about Crawdant? Not really, I've only read about it in books. Apparently they can live just about anywhere. Interesting. Do you think the Crawdon thinks the lake is its territory? If that's the case, we're in trouble. They are very protective of their homes. Getting it to move won't be easy at all. Things just keep getting better, don't they? Okay, I think that's plenty.
Pokemon were getting hurt because Crawdon attacked them. Now, why would Crawdon do something like that? I get it. Crawdon is chasing away anyone who dares to get close to the lake. Obviously, it's being territorial. For some reason, this Crawdon thinks the lake is its turf. But it's not a Pokemon that's normally seen around here. So the question is, how did it get to the lake? Are there any clues we can look at? Do you think that's right? You know what? The claw marks on the inside of the box are just like the marks on the trees. Which tells me that someone put Crawdon into that box and then brought it to the lake.
Oh, wait. And then that's it? Strebek says because it's an asshole, that's why. And Strebek says, I won't go carry it here like the one that tried to carry you away last stream. Okay, well. So Crodont was the one who was wounding all those Pokemon. Yeah, this should prove that Waltz is innocent. Thanks, Thim. Thims. Thim, I don't know.
Someone brought a Crawdon here, and I think that's what's been hurting the other Pokemon. We've proven that Walls isn't responsible.
Ooh. Shark says, and then Waltz is like, actually, I'm the one who put it there. Let's get back to Wall's place and let Brad know about what we found. Yes. Or no. Can we just show up, like, just like kick the door open and just be like, Brad, holy fuck. Okay, Brad, holy fuck. Brad, Walls isn't the culprit behind the Fox situation. Wow, that's loud. Don't you think you're jumping to conclusions? What do you mean by that? It could have been Walls who captured Crawdon in that box and brought it to the lake. Oh, see, Striped, he's onto you. Why do you always think that way? Waltz is a Pokemon researcher, even if he's been disgraced. I bet he could get a hold of a Crawdon very easily. But that's... If you insist that Waltz isn't the one who brought Crawdon to the lake, then show me proof. Okay, I promise I'll find evidence that proves Waltz's innocence. In that case, I'll search for undeniable evidence that proves he is the culprit. Let's see whose theory is correct, Tim. Oh, he's just like, he just pop disappears. Tisk. Unless we can find the culprit who brought Crawdon to the lake, Brad is not going to change his mind. I agree, but who could have done such a thing and why? Hey, Tim, I'll stay by Walls. He's not showing it, but this has got to be hard on him. I understand. Leave the rest to us. All right, back to the investigation.
In order to prove Wall's innocence, we really need to figure out who brought Crawdont here.
Crawdon brought himself here.
My body's... Okay. I wonder what they're up to.
Yeah, those are large pieces of wood.
Oh, I know. They're going to fix the bridge. But that doesn't explain why they're carrying a flag. Whoa! Watch where you're going. What's its deal?
They're just really focused on their work.
uh, Scrappy says, "Oh, by the way, I got dinner and I got Chinese food. Woohoo!" Oh, what kind of Chinese food? I asked. I wonder what that flag was. It looked like the flags of the yeah. It looked like the flags the inhabitants of this island have in front of their houses. Maybe the chief of timber transport can tell us something about the wooden boxes. We should go ask him. Dun, 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 dun. The flag that the chief had. Huh. The luggage in front of the bridge had the same mark stuck to it. You're right, I wonder what it means. Let's go ask the chief. Scrappy says chicken with sweet and sour sauce and a bowl of soy sauce. A bowl of soy sauce on the right. Wait, are you just like eating chicken that is already sauce and then you're putting more? Like you're putting soy sauce on it? That seems overkill. I really only use soy sauce with rice. But okay. Chip says funny, I had Chinese food last night too. Scrappy says the soy sauce smell reminds me a lot of the Japanese bread I used to eat back then. Scrappy says bread in question had red bean paste. Scrappy says, okay, then I want to use the soy sauce and a sad emote. Didn't expect to be judged in a way, but oh well. I mean, I was saying that it feels like overkill. Twitch Abby says Chinese food is good. You know what the secret is? The secret is the MSG. You gotta love it. We can finally start fixing the bridge now. Once the bridge is fixed, we'll be able to investigate the far shore of the lake. Huh? Oh, you mean the flags over there? Those are landmarks for timber. What do you mean? If you want timber to carry the boxes to the right location, you need to lead them there with a flag that matches the mark on the box. Now that you mention it, each flag has boxes with the same mark nearby. You only need to guide them once. From the second time onward, all you need to do is put the flag at the right place, and they'll figure it out. Pretty smart, huh? Actually, that's an interesting bit of world building. I like that. That you guide them with visual markers. What's on your mind, Pikachu? Could it be that the culprit used this whole flag system to have timber carry Crawdon to the lake? The timber transport? They're definitely strong enough, and besides, nobody would look twice if they were carrying a box through town. It does make more sense than to assume Wall somehow managed to sneak their box all the way to the lake by himself. Let's check with the chief himself. Scrappy says, sorry, that rubbed me the wrong way. Happy, semicolon face. You're all good though, smooch. Shrebeck says, that sounds like how you teach animals tricks. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I don't have any idea who the culprit might be. I mean, you'd think I'd notice if there was some weirdo wandering around with a big box. That figures. How could someone carry a big box without anyone noticing? You're saying that Timber could have carried the box with Crawdant in it? Do you think we're responsible or something? No, of course not. It's impossible anyway. See, Timber would never be able to take a box to the lake. There's no special mark for the lake in the first place. What? If you don't believe me, go check the bulletin board near the docks. It has a chart with all the marks we use, plus a record of all the packages we've gathered. Alright, let's head to the town then. You're helping out the chief? Pretty impressive how you can carry logs bigger than yourself. Brr, Timber. Oh, you say you could handle even more? You're pretty strong, I'll give you that. Hi, Tropius. So I guess that's how they deliver things. Each box is marked with a flag. Is the investigation going well? Some of my buddies have headed to the lake to see if there really is a crowd on there. I swear the lieutenant doesn't know how to give us a break. Apparently she's been placed in charge of the tourist resort project. She definitely seems like she knows what she's doing, doesn't she? Oh, so she's an entrepreneur too? I'm liking Louise more and more. Pikachu, get off her leg. Trebek says, I kinda like the idea of pictograms used as addresses. I might steal that for my own world building. Let's all steal that! Yay!
Yes?
What's wrong? Crawdant was wounding all those Pokemon? Who would do such a thing? Can you think of anyone at all who might be responsible? No, I can't imagine anyone living on this island would do something so terrible. Come to think of it, you knew where Walls lived, didn't you? Is he a friend? Oh, not really. I just visited his place a few times for business reasons. You mean regarding construction of the resort? Yes, I wanted to see if he was willing to part with his property, which we need to continue with the plan. He definitely wasn't interested. Steve.
How's the investigation?
Oh, Tim, it seems like things are a mess. Do you know him? Yes, he's the son of one of the boss's friends. We came to the island together. Ah, so that's why you're looking after him. Hey, Pikachu, am I being self-conscious, or is Brad glaring at me? I bet he's just jealous. Don't worry about it. Oh, Tim, you were gone for a while, so I was getting worried. Sorry about that, Amanda. It seemed like things are really getting exciting. Is there anything I can do to help? So Crawdon was the one hurting all of the other Pokemon? Who brought it here? Brad is saying that Mr. Walls is the one who brought Crawdon to the island. Is it true? I can't say for certain, but I just can't believe Walls is the culprit for all of this. Are you close to Brad? Are you guys girlfriend, boyfriend? Oh my gosh. No, I only see him from time to time at crime scenes. He's so friendly and funny. Friendly? Funny? What? Scrappy says, okay, you were right, the soy is overkill. It tastes like two food items at once, but after chewing for a while, they mix in a way that's good. Scrappy says, it's funky at first because it's separated, but then it mixes and it's like, oh.
I'm on the job.
Oh, it's you. Can you see I'm in the middle of gathering testimony? Please don't bother me. Gathering testimony? But Amanda has nothing to do with this case. He's just flirting. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, everybody is on Amanda. No, I mean, no, wait. No, never mind. Pikachu is on some other lady's leg. This guy is on her leg. Walls has to be the one who brought Crawdon to the lake. Maybe this is his way of getting revenge against Pokemon and society in general. I knew it. It's always society. You can't prove that. You shouldn't accuse him of things without any evidence. Say whatever you want, the truth will be revealed soon enough. And that's why you don't leave evidence, kids. You have to hide all the evidence. Um, oh. Hmm. Once the bridge is fixed, we'll be able to search the far shore of the lake. We'll find conclusive evidence there, mark my words. Oh, Inspector Holiday introduced me to Miss Amanda a while back. Oh, hey, while back. Speaking to her just fills me with inspiration. A very smart, observant lady. Uh-huh. I hope this doesn't inspire him to spout out any more brilliant theories. Why is everybody so horny? Everyone horny. Horny. Everyone horny. Horny. Everyone is horny. Horny. Everyone's horny. Is this a record? Looks like it. That should tell us more about the luggage Timber delivered last week. Horny. And this looks like their collection records. So, a record of all the packages they've received here, right? What does it say? 2 triangle, 1 square, 3 slender man, 1 circle. I wonder what that means. Is this an advertisement for timber transport? Let's see, it says, leave all your luggage to us, timber transport. There's a recruitment ad for timber transport. Scrappy says, horny paws opossum with horns. Trebek says, whore, knee. I feel like that's worse. It shows which marks are supposed to go to which houses. Well, there was no luggage that was sent to the lake according to the bulletin board. There wasn't even a mark for the lake at all. Maybe it wasn't Timber that carried the box after all? Who knows? Let's check to make sure all packages were delivered as scheduled anyway. Good idea. We can also see if they noticed anything when they received their packages. Did you forget which mark was for which home? Just check the flag out front each house. Okay. I heard the fog cleared up. Brodant? I've never heard of it. Is there really such a Pokemon at the lake? I received 2 packages last week. I didn't notice anything unusual about my stuff, but was there something else? I remember Timber were carrying around a big wooden box that day. I wonder what was in it. What? A big wooden box? Yes, it was, I'd say maybe double the size of the Timber. A box that size could probably hold Crawdont. Did you see where Timber delivered that box to? I saw them head in the direction of the bridge, but that's it. Sorry I'm not more help. Trebek says Mechokes and Bigorots can carry boxes. Yeah, I feel like each region has their own system. They're like, which Pokemon carries boxes in this region? I love Bigorot though. I love them so much. Slackot, Bigorot. I don't like slacking that much. So usually if I have a Bigorot, I just leave it there and don't evolve it. Let's compare the testimony to the delivery records.
Seems like this package was delivered properly.
Cool, I can't believe now we're comparing like logs and deliveries. What's wrong? To think that someone would bring such a dangerous Pokemon to this island. Why would they do such a thing? I received 3 packages last week. A camera, a tripod, and whatnot. Oh, that's cool. He does not care. I just wanted to take pictures of this island's natural splendor before the construction for the resort begins. Oof. There's some talk of building a resort here in order to really show off the nature. Luis is the head of this project. What if what's the plot twist? What if the resort is the one in Pokemon Concierge? Imagine that. Chavik says bigger is better anyway. It isn't a lazy bones. It's very cute. I love. Wait. Yeah. See, I got a bigger right here. You can see my love for Bigorot. It has always been there. The nature here is very unique and precious, so if a resort were to be built, I imagine we'd get a swarm of tourists. This project might make life easier for us, but we'd also be losing some important things. I'm personally against this whole resort thing. I guess not everyone is thrilled about the plan. Scrappy says Bigorot. We know how many packages he got. Let's check the records too.
So, the number of packages delivered does match the records.
Okay, why are we doing this one by one? Wait, who lives here? Do you live here? Did something happen? There was a Crawdont at the lake? Never heard of such a Pokemon. I guess I'd better stay away if it's that dangerous. I got one delivered last week. I ordered a record player, but it was busted on arrival and I couldn't use it. Oh, that's too bad. I went and asked the chief to see if he could fix it for me, but he said it would be hard. Louis, Louise was saying I'd need to order in replacement parts. Louise? She was there too? Louise was with the chief too? Oh yeah, she was helping him put the stickers on all the boxes at the dock. Louise is such a kind person. Aha. Shark says, if I recall correctly, it and Bigorot were the only NFE Pokemon to see much use in competitive before Eviolite was invented. Huh. Shark says, it and Pikachu even. Ah. Alright, yeah, okay, let's check.
Yes, this package was delivered just like it says.
Rebecca says, get off her leg, Pikachu. Yeah, that's the running gag. It's like, Louise. I'm like, get the fuck off, Pikachu.
So, Dr. Walls is behind all of this?
You know I can't divulge sensitive information like that. Hmm? Well, hi. Still investigating, are we? It's no use. I've got this case practically closed.
Don't be so sure. There are still a lot of things to look into.
You're investigating the case too? Anything turn up?
Yes, there are quite a few things.
Oh. Well, good luck, Tim.
Spritz, spritz, spritz.
What's wrong? Catch a cold? Maniac!
Spritz.
You know what? I think it's Spritzy's scent. It's too strong. It's making you sneeze. Heck, Maniac! I guess having a sensitive nose isn't always good. See you around, sneezy pants.
Spritz, spritz.
What's going on with you, Maniac?
The sneezy pants. Really. Strybeck says Pikachu is horny. And Strybeck says snez. What are we doing now?
Yes?
What's wrong? Timber transport. You think Timber carried the box with Crawdont in it to the lake? That's impossible. Why is that? Because the chief checks each package and puts the stickers on them himself. I helped out that day too, but I didn't see anything odd. Brad told me all about it. Who'd have thought Walsh would be the culprit? That's not certain yet. But it is true he caused some kind of problem in the past, right? No wonder everyone's so suspicious of him. I can't believe the man got cancelled. Like, they're just digging his old receipts. Chip says the chief must be in on it. Ah. Spree? About my neck trick. Wow, it seems really angry. Yeah, seems like it was offended that my neck trick didn't like its scent. Hello? Fixing the bridge. Brr! Hey, good luck on fixing the bridge. We're counting on you. That's it. Alright, main neck. Hey, don't you need to follow Brad? Main neck, main neck. Oh, standing guard, huh? Well, good for you. Does my neck trick take after Brad in how it's so dedicated to its work? They do share the same pig-headedness. Wait, what do you mean pig-headedness? Don't you mean pig-headedness? Or something like that, I don't know. Trebek says, imagine calling someone with a hay fever or dust allergy sneezy pants. Yeah, this Pikachu needs to be thrown down a hill. Trebek says, stimky. Scrappy says, big-headedness, LEVH. My neck. Huh, you're way too uptight. You need to enjoy the fine things in life, like this smell. My neck. Whoa, hey, no need to get so angry.
What?
There's absolutely no way my investigation is on the wrong track. Ah, I see. Yes, it could be possible that Wallace had the timber carry the wooden box. I'll have my men look into it immediately. I swear he really wants Wallace to be the culprit, doesn't he? What did you tell Louise? You should stop telling everyone Wallace is the culprit. What are you talking about? It's my duty as a police officer to help citizens and remove any uncertainties they might have. He doesn't even have any evidence. Just you wait. We'll get to the bottom of things. Just you wait, Henry Higgins. Just you wait.
You know,
You know.
you know.
You know. No, I don't know. What do you mean? The world is not forgiving of those who have made mistakes. Oh, oh, I love that. I'm gonna screenshot that for no reason at all. No reason at all. Shoik says, I thought you were in the theater, gay. It's a long story. It's a long story. Scrappy sent ... It's a long story. It seems Brad is determined to make me the culprit. Wallace can't be the culprit. Why does nobody believe him? Why can't anybody believe him? It's the same as the accident at PCL. The masses believed the media and paid no heed to my words. So much for cancel culture. I didn't receive any packages last week. I wasn't expecting one either, since I hadn't ordered anything. Oh.
How many? That's not the same number that's in the records. So what do you think is going on? I'm confident we've checked all the marks. And it appears that Walls is missing one package. We really should look into that.
Ooh. Scrappy says, yeah, the world isn't very forgiving. I guess I should consider myself lucky because of how often I fuck up. LMAO. According to the records, there was one box that was for Walls, but where has it gone? Maybe Crawdon came in that missing box? Who knows? Let's go see what Walls and the chief have to say before we came to any conclusions.
trick? You know what to do, don't you? Oh, no! Not my hat! You were supposed to fetch!
That is, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Flail.
Now, if you ask me, Brad is a chump. Huh? You don't know what I mean? Well, it's nothing that you kids should know about.
What does that mean? Pikachu, what the fuck does that mean? Pikachu, what the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? What? What is that? What does that mean? Tribex sent a Keck emote, Keck W. And Shrek says, I just like seeing Pikachu get wrecked. Same. I'm glad the game provides so much. It feels like the game knows how shitty Pikachu is. So they just just give him a bunch of stuff. Shrek says chump, and then a chump emote. I don't think that's a different chump. Scrappy says Rekka's luck. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, you fixed it. I think. Have you finished repairing the bridge? Indeed we have. Brad was the first one to cross, too. Oh, shit. What? A package addressed for Mr. Walls has gone missing? Yes, actually. Walls said he wasn't expecting a package at all. Maybe I messed up the names in my records? I sure wish I could check with the timber about this. I can do that. I'll get the info in no time. We recorded all the luggage that came in by the boat last week in our records. Luis helped me with the sorting so there wouldn't be any mistakes or errors. Seems like it would be difficult to get Timber to carry a box without the two of them noticing. The culprit could have used some kind of trick. Let's ask them about the sorting process. Oh, she helped me out with sticking the marks onto all the packages and boxes. Did anything strike you during the whole process? Well, now that you mention it, Louise didn't have that smell she usually has. Huh? What smell? Wait, huh? That smell? Well, you see, just after we finished putting everything on record, I noticed I'd forgotten something at my office. I needed to get it. So you left the storage area? Yeah, but only for a few minutes. The thing is, when I got back... Oh, hey, got back. Louise didn't have her usual scent anymore. It was weird. The scent that disappeared. Is this related to the case in some way? Troix says didn't have that stink. So you're done fixing the bridge? It must have been a lot of work. There are a few things we'd like to ask you. A lot of things. Do you have some time? Burr? Burr. There wasn't anything for Woz? But the records show there was one delivery. Burr. Whoa, watch it with that log. No need to get so defensive. We're not doubting you. In that case, did you carry any kind of box or anything to the lake? Burr? It says they did carry a box with a donut-like mark on it. Do they mean like a ring? I don't remember seeing a mark like that anywhere. I'd love if there was a pun that said, like, check the delivery logs. Delivery logs? And then the timber just smacks you with an actual wooden log on the face. Yeah, I checked the delivery log. Shoek says, sound like she had more dollars than cents. Wait. Strybeck says, do it, Timber. And then a bonk emote. That's the sluck. Yeah, bonk the sluck. Scrappy says, that is some good Looney Tunes slapstick. And Scrappy said, at Strybeck, violent key smash. Hey, what do you mean by a donut mark? I don't see it on the mark sheet. Brr. Hey, calm down. I said we're not doubting you or anything. We might have better luck just going to the lake ourselves. Brr. Timber. I see. Seems like they didn't deliver anything to Wall's home after all. Brr. Huh? You took a wooden box to the lake? And it had a donut mark? Do you think you could tell us anything about the donut mark? Brr. Sweet and delicious. That's a real donut. Well, the bridge is fixed now. We can head to the lake and check it out for ourselves. Trebek says, how do you think the delivery log pun is translated in other languages? I don't think it could be. I guess that's why they wouldn't include it. Then again, a lot of people write their stories without thinking they'll be translated to other languages and include puns. I'm trying to think. No, I can't think of anything. Twitch Happy says, I'll be off now. Bye bye. Okay, see ya then. Bye. Trebek sent a donut emote. The cursed gray donut emote. Scrappy says at Twitch Happy, no, bye. Wow. Oh, I was hoping there would be something here. Oh, hey, Phoebus. Huh? What's up, Phoebus? Phoebe. You came chasing after Crawdant? Man, you don't know when to quit, do you? Phoeba? Huh? Are you looking for someone? Milo isn't here right now. You see, one of Milo's friends is being accused of bringing Crawdant here. Phoeba? We're worried about Milo and his friend too. I hope we can clear things up soon. Phoebe. Thanks, we need someone to have a look underwater. We'll let you know. If. Phoebe. What's that? You saw something strange just now? What's this strange thing? Oh, you mean a show called Stranger Things. Wait, you get Netflix in the sea? Phoebe. Whoa, well, that's definitely a piece of wood. You went and found this for us? Thanks, Phoebus. Phoebus. Phoebe. Yeah, this piece of wood might be useful for our investigation. Okay, thanks.
Well, look who it is. Your timing is perfect. It seems Dr. Walls is indeed the culprit.
They say there's conclusive evidence.
Evidence that we pulled out of the lake.
Is that?
Yes, it's the symbol for Dr. Wall's home. This proves beyond a doubt that he brought the Crawdont to the lake. And it's all I needed to see.
But why?
Tim.
Time to accept the truth, Amanda.
It's too soon to give up. Let's keep investigating.
Damn. Pip says it's a fresh pink donut at the start of the weekend, and by the end of the weekend, it's a sagging bagel. Scrappy says circle and a crapload of exclamation marks. Trebek says a chip, no glaze on Friday, covered in the stuff on Monday. Oh yeah, I mean you know how furry-cons are. Walls won't be able to feign innocence once he sees this. Oh, you know what I thought about when I saw this? I thought of that one clip from the Penguins of Madagascar. I think it's Kowalski who says, "But who could resist this?" That. Derek says, "As much as I like the idea we're barking up the wrong tree, why would Walls bring his symbol here? It's a different thing." Chip sent the 4 laughing Ricks. Trevik says, "A Chip, wait, did you say bagel?" Chip says, "The fucking toothbrush." That is like one of the weirdest scenes I've ever seen on a cartoon, and I kind of love it. Um, Seems like I've won our little contest, Mr. Detective. Does this guy go out of his way to be a jerk? Do that, 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 do that. The airline can finally have some peace. This mark is the one used for Walt's home. It seems that he was the one who brought Crawdon to the island after all.
Hang in there.
This doesn't look good for Mr. Walls, but if you think he didn't do it, I'll trust you. Tim, please don't give up. All this on the blue tarp is the evidence the police collected. Why don't you have a look? Strebek sent a YouTube video of the bagel song. Wow. And I love how this video is in crunchy 240p. This is all of the evidence we collected at the lake. You're free to look at any of it, but please don't remove anything. It just looks like a bunch of trash. It's too early to decide that, Tim. Come on, let's have a look. Interesting. I wonder what these wooden chunks are. There's some white paint on the back. Oh hey, paintback. Well, better make a note of it anyway. It looks like just a piece of wood, nothing special about it. Yeah. Hold on, Pikachu, let me flip it. Ah, white paint, let's make a note of that. I wonder what this plate was for. It's pretty dirty, that's for sure. A soccer ball? Maybe somebody forgot it here. It may have something to do with the case. Make a record of it for now. Why was a circle mark sticker at the lake? According to Walls and the Timber, there never was any package for Walls. There must be some kind of trick or something. Shavik says, "Do you know when a piece of wood is a king?" Shavik says, "When it's king wood." Shavik says, "The real answer is when it's a ruler, but I like the anti-joke version better." That just kind of like just whooped me out of. I don't know. It was like, my brain kept looking for a punchline that never came. I am sad now. Sad Reese. This looked like it was some sort of box. It busted up, but it must have been pretty big. This could have been the box Crawdon was brought in. Chip says, "Time to take away Stryback's wood." And Stryback says, "It's what my dad calls a Turkish slipper joke." Scrappy says, "BGH. BJH." And Stryback says, "A Chip, I have no wood, nor no one should." All these scattered wood chunks and the white paint. Could this be... What are you thinking, Pikachu? Is there something about these wood pieces? Yeah, I was thinking. Couldn't these wooden pieces be part of the box Crawdon was brought in? The one with the donut mark? That's right. Each one has this white paint on it, right? If we fit the pieces together, maybe it will make a donut mark. Maybe you should give it a try. Ooh, okay.
If we're hoping to solve this, we'll need all the clues gathered by the police. Let's go have a look.
Oh, I guess we're not done yet.
Hey, Ted.
It's about time to open up your case notes and think about this. Is it? You just told me not to.
If we're hoping to solve this, we'll need all the clues gathered by the police. Let's go have a look.
Okay, never mind then. Chip says, I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a casket? Are you people doing weird references again? I'll destroy you. Still doing your own investigation? About the circle. The sticker was found near the wooden box. Maybe Walls forgot to pick it up? Why was the sticker just left lying around, I wonder? Pieces of wood with paint on them? I didn't see any around here. Ledge? What a strangely shaped rock. Looks like it was part of a statue or something. It's a Phoebus statue. A high crodent. Okay, so you're not letting me see. Interesting. Hey, Fletchling, what are you doing here? Fletch? Helping with the investigation? Well, thanks. Fletch. You poke a dirty rag that was floating in the lake but turned out to be a Pokemon? Maybe it's talking about Phoebus. Fletch. You gave it some medicinal herbs as an apology for poking it? Come to think of it, Wall said the reason he was coming to the lake was to gather ingredients for his potions. Fletch. You couldn't find anything, even up there, eh? I wonder where it flew off to. Shrek says, we're coding this and then sent a YouTube link to a YouTube poop. Of course. Called Woods. Original. You and your weird references, kids. Fiba about the piece of wood. Fiba? Yeah, with this piece of wood, we should be able to help out Milo's friend. I feel like there might be more. What do you say, Tim? Do you want me to head up to the lake? Yeah. Just skip straight to the lake. Why are you back here? Fully. Oh, I guess there's nothing left here. Maybe. Yep. Scrappy says, Chip's silly YouTube poop antics. Yep,
Let's see if we can make a donut mark by fitting the wooden pieces together. I bet you we can.
Oh, there we go. Finally.
Do you think that's right? Alright. This must be the original mark. Doesn't look like a donut, though. Listen up. I'll bet if we combine that clue with this mark, we can make a donut mark. We were right. All we had to do was place the sticker in the middle of the circle mark. Then it becomes a ring. Now it makes sense. This is what the timber were calling a donut mark all along.
Wow, that is so silly. Oh my gosh, that is so silly. Shrevik says they know you have 6 POs? 7? 6, I think, at the moment. Shrevik says, that's not a donut, that's a pancake. Chip says Babby's first puzzle. Also, hi Drohan, hi, hello. I see Drohan. Drohan just subbed for 25 months. And Drohan says, E-bean for the weasel bean. What bean? I don't see a bean. Shrevik says, ah. We finally figured out the trick the culprit used. Yeah, the culprit first mailed the box containing Croton to the island as a package for Walls. And of course the chief would put a circle mark sticker on it and record it as a delivery for Walls. That's right, but then the culprit changed the sticker to the ring mark when the chief wasn't looking. Then the timber carried it to the lake. But the lake isn't on their chart of destinations. In order to get the box delivered properly, someone needed to guide the timber using a flag with the ring mark. But there wasn't any flag in the evidence the police collected. Don't worry, Tim. I'm sure the timber will show us where the flag is. Um. Oh, Strybeck sent a bean emote and says this bean, pointing to it. Oh, there we go. Johan. Just got a bean. Johan says, have a bean for the whistle bean. All right. Uh, almost the last bean. Second to last, and it's red. Mm. And that's cherry. It's a cherry bean. Had Rohan ever gotten a bean? I think this is Rohan's first bean. Yep. Interesting. Thank you. Okay. Mm. Hey Tim, what are you trying to do standing around in front of Wal's house? I'm about to have Timber guide me to a certain place. Hopefully this will let me prove Wal's innocence once and for all. What? In that case, I'm going with you. Looks like we're all ready. Well then, let's get going, Timber. Timber.
What's wrong? They say their goal is up ahead.
You mean past Crawdons?
If we search that area, I'll bet we'd find some evidence.
Wait!
Milo!
Oh no! Feebas! Are you alright? Ah! What?
What's happening?
Feebas, that was amazing!
Wow, that Feebas.
Yep, Feebas evolved into Milotic.
Because he very conveniently had a prism scale with him. Chip says Phoebus and 3 crying ricks. Trebek says skill issue. Chip says Milotic and the heart. Trebek says, oh, Milo like Milotic. Oh, holy shit. Oh, wow. Okay. Should have seen that coming. Chip says the Phoebus was beautiful all along. Or it was using a scale, which just kind of, takes away the requirements for the beauty. Shark says, so why isn't Tim partnered with one of the Timbers? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I couldn't have guessed that Phoebus would evolve into that Pokemon. Milotic. When I was a kid, I almost drowned in the lake. The Pokemon that saved me was Milotic. I'm glad I get to see it again. Thanks to it, we can search inside the ruins.
Hey, Tim! No one would ever guess you were once a Feebas. You know, anyone can change. Pokemon and people. I mean, if they really want to.
Wow, Pikachu, you shallow bitch. Pikachu, look, the flag. And it has the ring mark on it. This must be the flag the culprit used to guide the timber.
The missing delivery. The ring-shaped mark. The only one who could have done those things in that amount of time.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Could it be? A bolt of brilliance! I know the culprit.
The scent left on the flag must belong to that person. We need to find out for sure. Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
You found the ring mark flag. Yes, all that's left is to figure out whose scent is the one left on the flag. And for that we'll need its help. Let's get moving, Tim. Trevik says Game Freak realized they needed a way to evolve Phoebas in regions without super contests, so they made the Prism scale. Trevik says what? A Brilt of Bolians. So Trevik says, okay, that one was definitely coordinated. Trevik says, every time he lies on his side like that, I think of Kate Winslet. Yeah?
How's the investigation?
Milotic. It was certainly surprising to see Milotic suddenly appear, but it certainly makes me feel peaceful looking at it. It really does. Who would have thought that Phoebus would evolve into such a beautiful Pokemon? Shut the fuck up. The culprit used this flag to guide the timber. I see, but who would do such a thing? The answer will be clear once we check the scent that was left on the flag. The island finally can have some peace. I never knew such a beautiful Pokemon existed. Ah, no time to get distracted. I must keep my eyes on the evidence. Still doing your own investigation? It's a very pretty Pokemon. I can't wait to tell my buddies back in Rhyme City about this. Alright, let's Bolt of Brilliance this shit. Pip says they're only interested in you once they think you're hot. Yep. Tropius, holy shit, I gotta tell you about this. Pew? Seems like it doesn't know much about Groudon. It's a Pokemon that's never existed on this island before, so that's not surprising. About Brad. My neck. So Brad is in Wild's house. I hope nothing bad happens. Hey, Manectric, can you tell who this smell belongs to? Meh. Manek. Did you see that, Tim? Manectric sneezed. Yeah. Everything's clear thanks to Manectric. Tim, gather everyone involved. I love that that's the decisive evidence. That's so funny.
Here they come. Keep your wits about you.
Thank you all for coming here.
Tim, I know what you're gonna tell us. You figured out who the culprit is.
We already know who the culprit is. All evidence points to Dr. Walls.
I'll tell you what I discovered. The one who had Crawdaunt carried to the lake is...
Go on. Tell him, Tim.
You, Louise. You're the culprit.
That's just a bunch of nonsense. Is this your idea of a joke? Do you have any proof?
Of course we do. Show her, Tim.
Chip says pew pew. Shavik says pew, noun, a long bench in a church. Oh yeah.
Proof? Right here is the proof.
What kind of proof is that? It's just the flag for timber transport.
Yes, that's true. The culprit used this flag and had Timber carry the box with Crawdaunt inside.
If that's the case, then what about this sticker? If your deductions are correct, then the box would have a ring-shaped mark on it, am I right? Guess what? No such mark has been found.
Obviously, he's right. And you're completely wrong.
He's wrong. The sticker was a trick just to frame Dr. Walls.
A trick?
As a matter of fact, a ring-shaped sticker doesn't exist. It never has. It was created by her. She used the sticker from Dr. Wall's house and combined it with something she made.
Right on, Tim. You tell him.
We found this down at the lake. It's a piece of a wooden box. You can see there's a shape that's been painted on it with some white paint.
Huh? What is that shape?
Well, so when we fit the white parts together, it recreates this symbol. Now, if I put this sticker on top...
It's the ring-shaped mark!
That's right. Timber thought the mark was new, and they simply followed the flag that they saw had the same mark on it.
Could it be? Hard to comprehend. How could someone as savvy as myself fall into a trap?
And when the boxes came to the dock, you were there helping the chief of Timber Transport, weren't you, Louise? Easy, right? 'Cause all you had to do was change the stickers. Of course, while no one was looking.
You're right, I could have done that. But how could I possibly have had the time to guide the timber all the way to the lake?
Oh yeah, that's the easy part. The chief said while you were sticking marks on the boxes, he had to return to his office and get something that he forgot.
True, but he was only gone for a few minutes. Not nearly enough time for me to go to the lake and back.
Wrong. All you needed was a few minutes. A sufficient amount of time for you to send a signal out, right?
What are you talking about? Who would I be signaling to?
Now that's easy. There's only one possibility.
You signal to Spritzy.
Spritz!
What? Spritzy?
That's right. And here's the proof.
Oh, Mainetra, the flag makes you sneeze?
That's because Spritzy's scent has soaked into this flag, which means the culprit used Spritzy to guide the timber.
Dr. Walls is innocent? I have a headache.
So, Louise, all you had to do was signal Spritzy. There was plenty of time while the chief wasn't looking. And that means your alibi doesn't hold up.
Wait a minute. Why would she want to do something like that?
For the tourist resort she wants to build. Wasn't it? You needed to get the land for it. So you framed Dr. Walls, didn't you?
Yes, that's right. Why is that so wrong? Building that resort is my dream. I did what I had to in order for it to succeed.
How could you do that? You caused trouble for the Pokemon and Dr.
Calm
Walls!
down. It's all right, Milo. The only person you thought about was yourself. That's sad. You'll soon regret that.
It's over now, Louise. Come with me.
Too bad. She just got a little too carried away. Lesson learned. Walls was innocent after all. So now would be a good time to ask him about R.
Oh no. Oh no, is it time for R? Troy says he sounds way too confident when he's doing these accusations. It's like the only thing he knows how to do. Chip says you need to see Vinny's corrupted version of this scene. I will when I finish this game. Shavik says, I have a headache. What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?
Dr. Walls, I was wondering if you could tell Pikachu and me about R.
Yes, of course I can. It's the least I can do for clearing my name. You know what? Come to think about it, this makes you the second person to ask me about R.
Yeah?
I believe it was about 2 months ago. A man asked me the same thing. And you know, I recall he had a Pikachu with him too, just like you.
No way! That must have been my father. I'm trying to find him. That's why I came to ask what you know about R.
I can tell that this means a lot. All right, I'll tell you everything I know.
Oh no. We're gonna talk about R.
Yes.
About Harry. About 2 months ago, a man together with a Pikachu came to visit me. He asked me about R, but I chased him away without telling him anything. So Harry did know about R. Yeah, and that explains why this mysterious person who was giving Carlos orders wanted him out of the way. R was supposed to be a miracle drug, an all-purpose medicine for Pokemon. Originally, we were going to use a certain Pokemon cells to help create it. A certain Pokemon? Yes, the Pokemon named Mew. Its DNA is said to contain the genetic codes of all Pokemon. That kind of Pokemon really exists? But somehow there was a mistake. The cells we actually used belong to a Pokemon called Mewtwo. Mewtwo? A mysterious Pokemon created through the power of science. It's said to have the Berserk gene. I suspect that is why Pokemon become violent after being exposed to R. Huh? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about this Carlos. He must have entered PCL just after I left. I see. Is there anyone else you might know about R? Anyone else who might know about R besides you and Carlos? Yes, I actually had one lab assistant. We've dropped out of touch since I left PCL, so I don't know what became of him. Well, former lab assistant, eh? Sounds like something we should look into. You know, I remember something now. Your father said he was investigating Fine Park. Fine Park? It was an amusement park in Rhyme City. There was some sort of trouble there about a year ago, and I think it's been closed since. What do you mean, some sort of trouble? Well, I don't know the details, but I heard that Pokemon suddenly went wild during a parade. Pokemon suddenly went wild? I wonder if it's got anything to do with R. I bet anything that it does. We should go check it out. Leaving the island now? Yes, thank you very much for your testimony. No, I should be the one saying thanks. You inspired me to believe in people one more time. I can tell you how grateful I am. Well, please take care, Dr. Walls. Well then, let's head on home. Before we do, we should go say hi to Milo. Please do. The boy sees you as a friend, and I'm sure he'll be happy you stopped by. Once we're done saying our goodbyes, let's head to the docks. We'll need to ride the boat to get back, unfortunately. Oh man, no chance for our jokes. Chip sent the registered emoji and the R. The register emoji. Shark says, "Wait, what did all this have to do with building a resort again?" I think she was just like trying to get cheap land. She was trying to scare everybody off so that they would want to leave. Remember, the man didn't want to forfeit his property for the resort, so she was basically trying to get rid of him. Shark says, "R for Rick." Chip says, "You're the second person to ask me about plot relevant substance. Why does that sound familiar?" Shark says, "Pikachu's expression reminded me of my cats when I gave them scritches." Shark says, "We already have that. It's called Full Restore." Yeah, but it's expensive. Shark says, "The Berserk gene making its first appearance since Gen 2. Wait, really? I don't remember that. But then again, I don't remember much about Gen 2. Chip says, "At least it's not the T virus." RST, you know, all that stuff. Where's that kid? Did they just chase the Crawdont away? I didn't even get to talk with it. Milou! Are you really Phoebus? Well, you're definitely a lot more handsome now. Oh. Oh, it's a guy. Oh, interesting. Hi. Milou. Seems like your eagerness hasn't gone away, though. You've helped us out a huge amount. We wouldn't have been able to solve the case without you, Milotic. Thank you so much. Milou. Yeah, we'll definitely come again. When we do, you and Milo have to show us around the island. Milou. It says he'll keep the lake safe together with Milo. Seems like they've been able to become good friends. I almost said they've been able to overcome being friends. Ah, That's a different thing.
Uh-huh.
What, you're leaving already? But you just solved the case. You should hang around a bit more. Sorry, but we're keeping people waiting. I'll come back again with Pikachu. Don't worry. That had better be a promise. Thanks for helping out with our investigation, Milo. Don't mention it, and thanks for clearing Wall's name, too. I hope you'll find your dad soon, Tim. You take care too, Pikachu. You got it. See you around, kid. I didn't expect Phoebus to evolve into Milotic. No kidding. It just became so majestic all of a sudden. Hopefully, I'll be able to evolve into a Pokemon Ranger soon, too. Yeah, do your best. I can't believe some Pokemon evolutions are just like not generally known by people. I'm surprised. Tribex says it's an item that raises a Pokemon's stats but confuses them in the process. Basically a temporary berserk mode. Oh, okay. Chief says Crawdon don't talk much. Tribex says you could find one where the entrance to Cerulean Cave was in Gen 1. Oh, I don't think I checked. I haven't seen Crawdon anywhere. Do you know where it's gone to? Oh yeah, Brett took it with him. What? Brett did? He said since the case is solved and we found the true culprit, he'll take it back to its home. Oh, I see. That's good to hear. Well, I guess he has some redeeming qualities. Alright, bye! We're gonna treat you like a Pokemon anime character of the week. We say we'll see you again, but who knows? Hey, I heard you guys really saved the day or something like that. So Louise was the culprit behind all this stuff. I guess I shouldn't have blamed old Mr. Walls. No, you shouldn't. You solved the case, did you? Impressive for such a young man. Thinking back, it must have been Louise who... Hey, thinking back, it must have been Louise who started the bad rumors about Mr. Walls in the first place. I owe him an apology. I'm sure Walls will understand. Right, Timber? You solved the case, didn't you? Thanks. Now the Pokemon can go back to living in peace, too. Thank you very much. Very much. Heading back? Well, thanks for helping us out. So, Louise used us to cause all the trouble, huh? I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel a little responsible, but we're going to keep carrying luggage around for the folks on this island. I'm sure everyone will be grateful, sir. Jeez, Louise. Great job, Tim. I'm glad the case has been closed, finally. It's because you never gave up that Mr. Walls is a free man, Tim. You're going to make a great detective. I just know it. Oh, thank you very much, Amanda. Are you sure you're done here? I can get the boat ready if you're ready to go. Yes. Let's head out then. We put Capucci, please, island behind us. It sure was Capucci.
Oh, I just had that dream again. But somehow it felt different from before.
Are you okay, Pikachu? Were you having a bad dream?
Maybe he just doesn't like boats. I hope I haven't scared him.
Nah, takes more than your driving to scare me. Maybe I'm just getting old.
Mm, I think this is a good spot to cut it off. Damn, okay. That was a lengthy one. That was a lengthy chapter. Alright. Well, that's it for now. I can only do so much of this game because of how much reading there is, but it was still 3 hours, so I think we're good. I wonder how much longer this is. I'm still like interested in seeing how this plays off because this is definitely nothing like the movie. There's a few things, but not everything is the same. So I guess there's still stuff to be interested in. Alright, well, that's it for now. Detective Pikachu will be back on Monday, and I will be back on Friday with something else that I have to decide on. Decide on? Where? Well, I don't know. Chip says, apparently you are apprised the halfway mark. Chip says, oh, approaching. Approaching the halfway mark. Oh, you mean the donut mark? But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for coming. Have a good night, have a good evening, afternoon, day, morning, or whatever you have on yourself the plant, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. The calendar is as follows. We finish season 2 of the Owl House tomorrow on the server. Be there on time. Friday is stream with mystery game that I'll show you. I still haven't decided if I want to do a one-shot game or do a little serialized game, because I think I'm gonna have a couple of Fridays, and then I'm not gonna stream the Friday after that. Oh, but wait, next Friday is actually, you know what it is? It's our traditional tradition. So actually, I only have one Friday, and then it's it's Let's Go Gambling. And then the Friday after that is me going on a trip, because I'm finally doing a trip that I've been putting off for a while. It should be exciting. Stravik says, does the shiny Sidon grin? Stravik says, one shot? I love that game. Weirdly enough, I don't think I have that game. I think that game is still in my wish list on Steam. Is it? Let me check. No, it's actually not in my wish list. I think I saw gameplay of it and I was like, not really my thing. Even though it's on sale right now. But yeah. What are we doing this weekend? You know, I'm actually gonna be here this weekend, so I might actually schedule a movie, but I gotta check. I'm gonna have to check how many people are gonna be around. It might not even be a movie, it might be something else. I just want to see how many people are gonna be here, because I did want to show something, even if it's not a movie. So we'll see. Okay. Thank you again. I already said my thing. What else am I missing? No, nothing. I think we kind of know what's coming, so there's that. Okay. Kip says bye bye, Wheeze. Can't wait for my emotions to be destroyed tomorrow. Oh man, I am excited for that. It should be a very fun thing to do. Alright then. Well, thank you very much. Blah 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 blah. I already said my thing. Chip says sweet kisses for Ricky. Nighty night. Alright then, nighty. Okay, so this was Rick, that we so that you know, signing off for now. Oh, Scrappy, hi. Scrappy says, smooches. Scrappy says, love you, sweetheart, smooch. I knew I was missing something. Alright, smooches. This was Rick, that we so that you know, signing off for now. Okay then, bye. Scrappy says, sorry dear, big hugs. Scrappy says, I'm sorry, I love you, bye. Okay, see ya then, bye.